here we are. Right, I'm just going to get rid of that so I don't get feedback loop. Okay, we have another World Cup Round 1 game for you today. We have the Crane Godfather himself, Daidoji Mika from America. There's a player that got a lot of attention in the earlier Discord leagues for being a sort of player that certainly used the whole like massively overfating characters sort of approach to the faction, which seems to be the sort of like trademark of how they play now. I know he's held in high esteem by a lot of the American cranes at least, and some of the European ones as well. And on the other side, we have Robbiesaurus Rex for Scotland, filling in for his teammate who has vanished into the ether. We have a classic tale of David and Goliath here, the mighty USA versus plucky Scotland. Alright, while they all do their dynasty buys, I am going to go over and have a look at the deck list. You see Mika doing exactly what I just described and hugely overfitting a character. That's not going to go anywhere. And we see Robbiesaurus Rex getting a no-fate Sukune. Sorry about this, guys. I should have prepared this beforehand, but I didn't. So you're just going to have to deal with that. Okay, let me just get Twitch chat up on my phone as well. Alright then, pal. There we go. Let's go here, back there. Yes. And chat time. Alright, here we go. Okay, see him buy a liar, a naive student with a fate for his other draw, and Mika gets passing fate. Alright, so Mika's deck is entitled Totally Not Shoot's deck. He is on the Brutal Province Row lineup. Dynasty looks pretty standard. He's got a Hotaru in, which is probably the most interesting thing about it. That's about it. A smorgasbord of attachments there. A few conflict characters and just the standard Crane event suite, so nothing particularly interesting there. And on the Phoenix side of things, we have... Oh, wow, okay, so Robbie's teammate has really stitched him up here. He's left him to play a Phoenix Dishonor deck, which really is, I guess, fairly difficult to play if you don't play that deck. It's kind of like one of those specialist decks, right? Edict is the restricted cards. It looks like it's going for full-on Dishonor with backhanded compliments and Mark of Shames and Collectors. Right, well, this should be interesting at the least. We know that Crane does not like being Dishonored and it doesn't like Mark of Shame, so this could be like just a worse Scorpion deck, really. IMS, the Stronghold, might actually do something in this matchup. Who's to say? Robbie wasting no time by going straight in with an air conflict on political with... Is it Suki? I can never remember all their names. They're all kind of the same, aren't they? Yeah, Suki there. If Mika loses, it would be as unbelievable as Unicorn honoring out. Well, my friend, stranger things have happened in this tournament so far. This is actually one of the more interesting brackets left because it's still open. A lot of the round 1 brackets have been decided now. We're waiting for the result of England and Netherlands. I think Greece has been put to bed. France has been put to bed by Greece now. Yeah, I think most of them are concluded. So really, it's just this and the English bracket left open, I think. And I'm excited. I really am. I love the story of an underdog. And that's not to say the Scottish team are bad. They've definitely got some talented players on their team. But you know, with the pomp and the flair that the US entered this tournament, you know, it is always nice to see a favourite humbled, right? That's why we watch these international events. But on the plus side, on the other side, I do have a lot of friends on the US team, so I'm not really too invested either way. As long as the games are good, let's have it. Okay, Robbie does not win the air conflict. He gets blocked, and the issue with that conflict with Suki there is that he now can't do anything with his dash political character except win the favor, assuming that Mika is not going to spend that last fate on an Ancient Master, which that would be a peak Mika thing to do, TBH. He's not really bothered about winning or like breaking any provinces this turn. He's just going to do what Crane do. He's going to buy big fatty boys, just plonk them down, create an impenetrable wall of haughty duelists and scheming, insincere politicians, and just go to town in the late game. Okay, we see a pass. Okay, so Mika not playing the Ancient Master there, probably because he doesn't have it, and Robbie does get the favor, so that is something. That is something. I mean, I don't really know anything about this matchup, but I quite like Meddling Mediator in Dishonor decks just because of the sort of control and the slow whittling that it offers. Yeah, that's fair enough, Darren. It's weird that he fated the one drop and not the the one drop that leaves play and gives you a card and not the other way around. But to be fair to Robbie, he doesn't know how to play this deck, and he has kind of been left high and dry by his teammate, which isn't cool when you're facing the US in the World Cup, man. You need all your squad on board. Wow, we see some colourful Dynasty characters coming down for Phoenix here. What have we got? We got Sage of Gisei Toshi. Okay, so that's just a full-on like cock block character. That's probably quite good instead. That's probably pretty annoying in this deck. So if I'm Robbie, I start dropping my bid now, really. I start looking at 3 bids. Probably. I think I would buy both the Mediator and the Sage. I don't know, his conflict deck's probably quite expensive, so let's have a look, shall we? Okay, free, not free, free, not free. Winds of Change, what the fuck does that do? Okay. Great. That's whack. Okay, his conflict deck is actually pretty cheap. So maybe you just bite the bullet here. Daidoji Mika spends another 4 fate on a big guy and buys Kakita Kaizen, the pet duelist of the Crane clan. He buys the Meddling Mediator. That's fine. Robbie got to drop his bids now, really. He's got to start pressuring that Dishonor. And it is Mika that drops the bids. Preempting the drop. Okay, so Robbie did drop his bid, but Mika dropped it lower, expecting just that. Okay, we see Kato Kasori come down. Oh, actually, I can see why he's fated the naive student now, Darren, so it can't get dueled, right? It's got a dash military, and as we found out by watching numerous Scorpion versus Dragon matchups in this tournament, we've seen Bayushi Liar and Alibi Artist actually be very good in those matchups. Of course, he then completely undoes that advantage by sending a 0 military skill. Okay, good. Yeah, he's realised that's not a good idea. Just send the dash the dash military guy. Is he going to go air? Probably shouldn't really go air. He should go like fire or something here, right? Force a block. You're kind of fucked with political favour here. I think I would have taken it on military, because now if he goes to upholding, he's not going to break it. Evering not really doing a lot. I would probably go fire to do something a bit more impactful. But he doesn't. He goes into Shameful Display. That's really not great news into him winning the conflict. Kaizen blocks. Here we go. He is still contributing Kasori's strength, so that is something. He only has fans for political buffs, and we see one go down. I do not like this airing conflict. He won it. He saps an honor. Big whoop. Is this going to be a one-bid game from now on? P curious here. Because I guess Mika can just wait out the game. So just wait out the mediator going away before he starts attacking. By which point he'll have a big honored board. Yeah, Mika in control of this game at the minute, I think. I mean, really, if you're going to submit a Phoenix's Honor deck into an international tournament, you really need to come and play it. Don't lump that burden on your teammates. Okay, he hits Sampuku Sado, which he is not going to be able to break. Or indeed even win, because of IMS here. Isawa Mori Sado. Defends of both, as Challenger can just pull another person in. Maybe Mika's got a conflict character now. Maybe he was just holding back on that Ancient Master. Just biding his time. Real nice like. Real nice like. Okay, so he's gonna duel the Meddling Mediator and bow it with the Dojo. He's gonna get a second honored character, and then we're gonna see IMS on Kato Kasori, I think. Come on. Don't forget you can do it, Robbie. You can use box. You can use box. The box does something here. It actually critically does something important. It wins you this conflict. Okay. We see a for shame. Kind of whatever. Use your box. Come on, man. Glory box does things. Oh, he forgot to glory box. That's bad. That's really bad. That's super duper bad. He's lost the Forgotten Library now. Okay, so if you're Scotland, how do you get back into this game? I guess he's going to go Void. No, he's going Earth. He understands what... No, he is going to go Void. He's going to go Void, hit the Mediator. Robbie, better not forget the Mediator as well. That is conflict number 2 at this point. Yeah, he's declared it, so he can actually just first action Mediator and take something. Mark of Shame goes on Kaizen. That takes him down to a Ween. It takes him down to 0. A useless Gimp. Useless, gimpy little duelist. But Way of the Crane takes him back to 1. 1 political skill. And he edicts. Okay, you've really got it. No, Robbie, the Mediator, please! The characters you're buying, read the text on them. See, court games there. So, if Phoenix has Display of Power, he could, like... I mean, actually, Display of Power is pretty fucking shit here. I mean, never mind. Come on, dude. mediate that. Okay, so mediator gets removed. He still has a chance. He has an action window right now to use the meddling mediator. And he forgets to do it. Okay, wow. This is bad because Robbie is just obviously not familiar with this deck. That's a good point. Can he be used out of conflict? Yes. Yes, he can. Can be used at any point. If you're not familiar with a very nuanced deck, you are going to do pretty basic things like forget triggers. So this is actually, I blame this more on the Scottish guy that didn't show up to play this game more than I have any. I don't think it's really fair to judge Robbie for this, TBH, because the man can play decks he knows. I've seen it in the flesh. I seen it. Okay, so we have Sakuni, Imperial Palace, and Uona here. The next giant fated character coming down from Crane, that's a Toshimoko. Imperial Palace landing on upholding authority, unfortunately, which is slightly irritating. Guess you'd really rather it was on Shameful. If this Akune makes it to the end of the turn, might be able to start doing stuff. Crane is very far ahead on board and Honor now. I think we'll see. Okay, Robbie dropping his bids even further. Mika refusing to budge from one. Sorry, Robbie not dropping his bids even further. Mika refusing to budge from one. Hooey! Hooey. Who do you want to win this matchup, chat? Type your votes in the chat room now. Followed by the hashtag We Love the World Cup. God, we wish it was on every day. And it is currently, it is. So that wish is easily grantable. We've got Challenger Gal coming in strong on upholding authority. I think we'll see both blocked here. Oh shit, do you know what he can do? He can challenge both and then move out. He can challenge... Yeah, Dishonor will happen, just not in Phoenix's favour. It's looking that way. So I think we see... we're going to see Doji Challenger pull in Kasori here. And then we're going to see Challenger completely bail on that conflict and just chill out. Which is then really bad because Crane can quite happily swing in fire or air. Just have their way with poor old Scotland. Just really get them over a barrel and go to town, you know? Just really, really get them over a barrel and show them what for. Yes, yes. He does bail, but not before using a cheeky dojo. Oh wait, he hasn't actually bailed yet. I'm speaking too soon. Oh sweet, we see a magnificent kimono coming down on a fairly magnificent champion, so that's always nice. It's good to have your garms in order. I'm not sure why you're bowing anyone there. I guess just to trigger box. Ah, nice. Just good use of the second mark of shame there. He is making Mika spend honor effects. We've only seen one core games and one Way of the Crane, so maybe not as intense as I thought. Oh, interesting. He decides he wants to go for Pride dishonoring Sakuni rather than... So, okay, Mark of Shame already doing work there, so the Glory Box actually only reduces it by 1 point. With some more cards in hand, is it going to be the case that Robbie can do anything to win this conflict? We see a fine Katana. We see a fine Katana on the other side. Will we see, and I know it's almost too exciting to imagine, a second fine Katana on Shiba Sakune? Phew, I can't even comprehend the excitement generated from that play. I'll be up off my chair, I tell you. We do. My God, he's gone and done it, hasn't he? He's only bloody gone and put the second Katana on. Oh, God, and Mika responds with another Katana of his own. That's a 4 Katana conflict. This conflict has high Katana equity. It is. And what they're trying to fill those arms with are swords, Yogo Dunzo. Alas, he does not win. Clarity of purpose gets discarded. Sakune, the prideful gal that she is now dishonored. And this is starting to look kind of bad. I mean, it was looking kind of bad already. Now it's starting to look real bad. The Room of Flying Swords. Yes, House of Flying Katanas. I ate there once. The food was lovely. I'd recommend it to anyone. You could even say the service was sharp and to the point. Shout out to my man Furbo, who's just entered the arena. By arena, I mean chat room. There's actually only one arena, and the 2 players are already in it. We see Kaizen coming back at this Upholding Earth just to rub more salt in the wound. So, oh man, this is bad. Robbie is at 7 cards, 4 honors, 0 fate, and has 2 dishonored characters. And Daidoji Mika is on 14 honor, the same amount of cards. He's keeping favor and has a board presence that, quite frankly, would make a crab envious. Haha, joke's on you, Beard of Zeus. I'm not even a dad. I'm gonna die alone with no children, sucker. So who's laughing now? Yeah, this is looking really bad for Phoenix Furbo. This is looking like crispy chicken tenderonis for Phoenix. The kind of crispy chicken tenderonis that have been overdone on a barbecue for quite some time and nobody wants to eat. Got to try and bring a few smiles to the chat room. A few smiles and giggles, keep you all entertained in these sort of plodding games. That's my one issue with watching Crane play. They're not really the most dynamic of factions. It's like, yeah, great, I'm going to buy this fucking duelist with 3 fate, and he's going to sit here not doing anything, and then occasionally there'll be a duel, and it's just, I have no idea how people actually enjoy this faction. It is fucking dull. I mean, God, it's boring. And I play Crab, for God's sake. Sometimes I play Crab. I mostly play Unicorn now. You may not need to get KFC, Furbo, because that may just be served up in a matter of minutes. Okay, I suppose we should look at what rings Sakune triggered. She triggered Air and Void, unsurprisingly, because water does sweet fuck all. Fighting Walloon, I have not only watched Crab, I have played Crab extensively. And even then, I just feel they're more fun. Because at least you're not having to... At least you just buy guys and do nothing. You don't have to, like, duel and do even more nothing. There's nothing exciting about changing a number on a dial. And Crab always feels like it has to defend, where Crane's just like, I'm gonna do loads of annoying stuff. It's all kind of boring. Gonna get lynched by the Crane clan now. They're gonna be like, "Fuck you, Johnny, you piece of shit." But you know what? Like, if I'm on the Crab side, then thematically I can't be on the Crane side, can I? Because they don't really like each other. Okay, we see Sukune going air again. I think this might have been the only ring that the Phoenix player has gone for all game. Could be mistaken there. I don't know about you, Fighting Walloon, but nothing gets my adrenaline pulsing like a rebuilt Iron Mine at the exact correct moment. Whew. Yes, sir. I think there's actually there's a lot of play to the pass conflict button. There's a lot of dynamic strategy that goes into that. All right, he goes back to Shameful, and he's going air. Shameful honors Toshimoko. Whew. Is he just trying to fight to survive now? Will he even survive? Who's to say? Mika wins another conflict, denying airing once again. Whoa, what the fuck? Hold on here, who's this character? Keita Nobukai. I guess this is the anti-unicorn card based on his text. During a conflict in which its character is participating, sacrifice his character. Bow each participating character. Characters cannot be moved to the conflict. So it's a powerful effect on a bad body. A bad, expensive body. I'm not sure why you go to Shameful there. I think you just poke political or military with the two guy. I think you're just poking upholding authority all game here, really. He comes in on a blank province. Military air. Huh. Robbiesaurus Rex played Winds of Change to take the airing out of the claim pool and put it back in the unclaimed pool. Whew. That is some jank in the bank. We see Uona go in with skill 3. How is she skill 3? Oh, it's Kasori. I keep forgetting Kasori, right. We see another duel going down. Robbiesaurus actually bids over to not have his thing bowed, taking him to 4 honor. Crane uses box to get Challenger back to neutral. Cloud the Mind P-bad here, really. Unless you play it on... No, you have to play it on the participating character. That's a shame. Participating non-unique. Wow, she's not as good as she used to be. I remember when this card first came out. She was the terror of decks everywhere. Yeah, again, Furbology, I will point out that this is not Robbie's deck. He did not submit this to the tournament. His teammate did, and then his teammate did not show up to play the game. Okay. Robbie is now just backhanding to give Mika cards. This is... yeah. This is bad. A slightly tragic end to this bracket, I feel. That makes me sad. If the US closed this game, that is their round 1 word. Their round 1-1. And I would have rather it gone out with a bang, with a nice 3-3 draw and then a nice cool final decider rather than a slow, withering death, which is what we're currently witnessing right here in front of our eyes. Okay. Kaizen coming in political. No, Brash Samurai coming in political. I think a miracle is what Scotland need right now. Oh my god. Oh, poor Robbie. I'm going to send him a heart emoji. This game might be the worst experience of my life. Woof. Yeah, dude, you know what? It's not your fault. I hope you watch the stream back when you finish this game and know that no one is judging you for this. You know, whoever Quistus is needs a good hearty cuff around the ear. Yeah, it's heartbreaking for sure. You got the sympathy of the viewers, Robbie. It's all good. Don't even trip, dog. The hilarious thing about this tournament, anyway, is over the last week or 9 days, myself and all the other streamers working hard have brought you fucking a shit ton of games. I mean, it seems like an absolute truckload of games, and this is only the first of 5 rounds in this tournament. So, even though these brackets seem like such a big deal, because each bracket is 7 fucking games you have to soldier through as a team, like, it's still round 1. This is early days. You can go 1-4 and lose your first round. That's fine. Stranger things have happened. Okay, we see some more mysterious-looking Dynasty characters pop up on the Phoenix side. If there's anything I've enjoyed about this game, it's just the weird characters that have been coming up here. We have Chucken Nobue, or Nobui. Card abilities triggered by your opponents cannot cause cards to be discarded from your hand. I don't think she's doing anything in this matchup because I don't think I saw anything in Mika's deck. No, I do not see any hand destruction there. No. Okay, he does play both characters anyway, because he kind of needs a board presence here. 1-1. So this is brutal. He has 2 duelists and 3 dueling holdings on his side of the board. That is just fucking... It's going to be an all-you-can-fuck buffet here for Daidoji Mika. Whew. Airing, real hot property right now. Very high airing equity. I don't think anyone feels good about this. Joking. Oh, okay, yeah. Jokingly's on Team US. Yeah, this isn't like as sort of like braggadocio and swaggery as America are. I still feel they enjoy the sport of competition, and no one likes a game of circumstance devolving into what quite frankly can be described as a paddling right now. A real paddling. A spanking, if you prefer that. Also, jokingly, or Alex, as I should probably just use your real name, your game has not appeared on the bracket as a win, so you might want to chase that up. Yes, I am paying rigorous attention to the bracket. I refresh it every 10 seconds, either on my computer or phone, just to like stare and hope to God there's been some more progress on it. Okay, we see this little Chucken Nobui. God, I can't pronounce his name. I'm the worst commentator for this shit. Going in on that hot equity airing, and it is blocked. Oh no, sorry, got this all wrong. It's Ryuko going in on airing at Upholding Authority, blocked by Naboo. If Crane has Assassinate here, this is GG. Do they have Assassinate? Nope, he hasn't drawn his one copy, but he does break province number 2. Oh my god, Mika has 12 fate. Oh my god. And that really should be enough. I don't, basically, Phoenix is dead if it can't get the Dishonor token off Uona here. Whew. Is there anything you can do? What does this thing do? Okay, so this, oh right, that only works when defending. Was this a Shigenja? No, it's a Courtier though. So really there was nothing stopping Robbie from using the Protector there. That might have been good. But then I guess it's not breaking. Maybe he doesn't have any way to influence the conflict in his hand. How many fans have we seen? We've seen one fan, and there's no more on board. To Courtier Scholar. Good keywords on this character. Shame it's kind of niche. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, Crane can just go Void as well, which is probably looking pretty appealing as it's got 2 Fate on. Just go before the throw. No, can't go before the throne, sorry. Cannot do that. Man, Sukune has fucking awful traits, doesn't she? Bushi Champion. Absolutely none of those currently relevant to Phoenix at all. Yes, Handsome Dan, in an ironic twist of events, Dishonor Phoenix is about to get dishonored by Mika. As I've said, he's not even the sub for Herbology. He's not even the sub. Scotland don't actually have a sub. Robbiesaurus Rex is the unicorn player and is unfortunately been forced to stand in because the guy that actually submitted this deck has gone AWOL. So it's a real crap situation for Scotland. It's almost like they had a chance to get back into this bracket if this game went well, and now that chance has basically been denied them. I hear you, Dan. I hear you. This is like one of those. I mean, I don't really know a lot about Dishonor Phoenix. There's a guy in our meta called Big John. Some of you may have met him. He is massive, 7 foot. He loves Dishonor Phoenix. It's his deck of choice. But I kind of feel like it's just bad Scorpion, really. It's like bad Scorpion. It has some other ways to make people lose honor. They're kind of a bit crappier because the deck can't really play like Scorpion can. Alright, we get it, Furbology. You don't like playing Crab. God, if you think it's bad now, just you wait. That's all I'm going to say. This Crab deck is positively joyous over what's to come. This isn't even good, Dishonor Phoenix. Is that just a is that just an oxymoron though, jokingly? Is there even such a thing as good Dishonor Phoenix? I put it to you, the viewers at home, the lovely viewers at home. Okay. This is surely the end of the game now. Oh yeah, no, jokingly, he's got a buddy that plays Dishonor Phoenix as well with the Fate Worse Than Death. I remember. Old Merlin. By Merlin's beard! Court game's really not doing a whole lot here. Alright, new competition time for my wonderful viewers. If you can come up with a Phoenix Dishonor deck that is actually good and argue its case argue its case to a convincing level, then you could win a free viewing of my next World Cup game. So it's some real hot property prizes there. So yeah, go ahead. Design a Dishonor Phoenix deck competition. I will almost certainly forget that I have issued this challenge of a competition as soon as I close the stream, but you should still do it anyway. Just for fun, just for a bit of light horseplay. And I think that is the end of the game. Yep. We are all done now. Shiba Sakune resolves a now useless Earthring and Watering. And whoa, Dan, the prize is sick. Everyone wants to watch my streams, and you could get front row seats. You could get the booth seat. We could put you in a booth. VIP booth. It comes with its own VIP hand dryer in case you want to wash your hands in the booth, and its own VIP sink. Robbie wanting to kill himself rather than drag the game out any longer. So instead, he just dies to the Dishonored character leaving play. And that, my friends, is all she wrote. A very sad exit for Scotland in this bracket of round 1 of the World Cup. It is a bathroom, but it's a bathroom suspended above a viewing arena where you can watch the game. And who doesn't want to watch games from a bathroom? You can take a shit, you can wash your hands, you can dry your hands. Anyway, we'll talk more about my plans for the bathroom booth later. That's a very sad game. Mika actually apologising for the way he played that. I don't really think that's necessary, Mika. Hats off to Robbie for just grinning and bearing through that one. That's real shit for you, buddy. No judgment for any of us. I really hope that for your next round, whoever the fuck is playing this stupid deck shows up. Pour one out for your boy Robbie. He would enjoy that. I've heard it said in whispered tones that the man likes a drink. Pour out a cup of lean for your boy Robbie. Go and get some codeine, cough syrup, medicine, some purple drank or whatever, and just pour out a swift cup of lean for yourselves. Don't actually do that. I do not condone doing that. Last thing we want is people getting leaned out and falling asleep and missing games of the World Cup. Well, there you have it, guys. Not particularly exciting one. Just more of a sort of like pamphlet of tragedy there. But there you go. What are you going to do? This has been Action Johnny. I've been Action Johnny. The time is now Action Past Johnny. And I'll be back maybe at some point today, maybe not, with more stuff, hopefully to stream. Downloading sweet L5R content directly into your brain, into every available orifice going, really. So thank you for watching, and until next time, peace.